You're listening to the Isekast. Never thought you were going to come back and hear another episode again, huh? My name is Issa Long. This time I didn't forget to introduce ourselves like the last episode. And joining me today is...
Donnie K here.
Yep. And oh my goodness, I'm excited for this episode of the Isekast.
Why?
Because we're gotta go fast.
We're going fast?
Yes, you're gonna go fast.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Insert opening here.
Go, 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 go! Got a podcast! Isekast! There's a podcaster. Talking at the speed of sound. Nervous with lots of doubt. Got ourselves a situation. Can't record this location without any explanation. No time for relaxation. Don't wait, don't think. Just go. Go. Isekast, a single run. Isekast, it flows of fun. Isekast is coming next, so watch out for Isekast. Got a podcast. Isekast. There's a podcast. Go. Isekast. Got a podcast. Isekast.
I don't know where the boom 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 goes, but okay.
Did you go fast?
Yeah, okay. I think we went too fast.
Oh boy.
My head hurts from that.
Anyways, the reason why we're going fast today is because me and you went to go out in our local movie theater to go see Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie.
Yes.
I, as a Sonic fan, is really hype. Dear listener, if you don't want to be spoiled on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, short answer is it's a very good movie if you're a Sonic fan. And it's a very good kids movie because I forgot there were children in the theater when I walked in. So, yeah, go out and see it and then come back to listen to us ramble about it. So, yeah, Donnie K, what'd you think about the Sonic movie?
I had fun and it was better than the first one.
Yeah, I know, this one feels more like a Sonic movie than it does,
An Eggman movie?
Yeah,
because the first one felt more like Jim Carrey stole the show.
Yeah, but I think because, remember, we're going to run with that old Sonic design, so they probably didn't have faith in that Sonic design to begin with. They were like thinking this was going to be a tax write-off movie.
Oh, whatever, just have Jim Carrey, okay, yeah, versus, it actually did well, okay.
Oh, we can make a sequel out of this?
Which, by the way, like, if we want to talk about updates, the graphics.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You have the better eye for this, but at the same time, at least when I was watching, I'm just like, wow, there's a lot of detail. I could see the weave in the dude's gloves.
Yeah, no, Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, like, I know, like, even in the first movie credit, apparently the original animators that do a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog cutscenes aren't it. That's Marsda Animation Planet, and Blur Studio. Marsda Animation Planet.
Wait, is it really called Blurst Studio?
Yeah, no, there's two of them. So I didn't know.
No, like Blessed Cursed, or no, not Blurst.
No, like Blur, as in like, you know, it's blurry.
Oh, I was hoping that it... Sonic is being animated by something called Blurst Animations.
No, it's a Japanese studio, and then Marsda Animation Planet is the same studio that brought you the Lupin the Third, the first movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was they're like an animation studio that's contracted, owned by Sammy, which is Sega. Anyways, enough with the finer details. Yeah, I know the CGI in this movie was really good. I'd say it was way better than I expected. And I think because they're confident with that Sonic design now.
And would you call this a animated movie, or would you call this a live action movie with animation in it? Because this felt more like I was watching an animated movie, and then eventually we got just real people in it.
Yeah, it's weird because I guess it is, I'd say it's a hybrid. Again,
like Space Jam or
yeah, well, like obviously it's those the Smurfs movie or the Alvin and Chipmunks movie.
oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah, where it's like CGI characters on top of human characters.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's where where I think we're going in a different way. I'm saying, is this an animated movie with real life people in it, or is this a live action movie with an animated character walking around in it?
I like to say, does life imitate art, or does art imitate life?
No, this is art imitating art because we're still just talking about Vidya.
I know that is true, but I think it is an animated movie. But then again, though, I felt like two different movies. But I thought how hilarious it was that they had the animated segment and the live action segment, and how they were slowly but surely merging into one.
Yes,
and
yeah,
I thought,
actually.
And honestly, every time the live action section hit, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was like, oh, this is just for the adults in the movie theater that were like, what the heck's a Sonic? I know I brought my kid to shut up, but hey, we got to entertain the adults somehow.
Okay, because yeah, I was kind of bored in the wedding segments.
Yes, I was, until towards the end.
When it finally came together.
Oh, dude, that was hilarious. I thought like the whole setup for it was pretty brilliant. But I thought Sonic the Hedgehog as a character this time around, like he was definitely trying to be more of a hero. Because in the latest synopsis, it's basically Sonic's comfortable with his Earth life to where now he's becoming the Batman. So he runs around.
Blue Justice!
Yeah, as the Blue Justice. They imitate a lot of Batman parody stuff. He tries to stop a robbery in progress, and then he's driving. He can't drive for the life of him.
Yeah, well, he's too short.
But it's so hilarious how, like...
And even the hostage is like, dude, you're bad at this.
Yeah. I like it how the Galaxy Brain to do it is instead of just like crashing the car into something, he dismantles the entire car.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty brilliant of a line.
Well, this is what you can do when you're a cartoon hedgehog, apparently.
Yes, you could do all that. But it definitely shows because they're definitely confident with that new Sonic design. Again, I would be... Honestly, now that I think about it, and I'll briefly talk about it, could you imagine this movie with the old Sonic design with the grotesque teeth and the hands?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I mean, I barely remember it because, I don't think about it. But yeah, where it's more akin to cats.
Yeah, well, the fact that we bullied a Hollywood studio into them fixing the design, and then they realized, oh, if we don't piss off the fans, we actually make money. Gasp! Who knew?
What a concept.
What a concept. Apparently, the fact that Sonic 2 is even a thing shocks me because there's that Detective Pikachu movie. Anyways, I digress. So back to Sonic 2. The synopsis for this is, Sonic's enjoying the human world. He barely gets to hang out with Tom, which is the main... character, one of the main characters from the first movie.
The human lead.
Yeah, the human lead, and apparently him and his wife adopted a cartoon hedgehog that they called their kid.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that. I thought they were roomies, but yeah.
Yeah,
it's now their cartoon hedgehog son.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Sonic, you're our firstborn son. Man, apparently the Sonic fan community is probably gonna go wild with that one now, because now you too.
Your headcanon's now real. Just keep rolling with it.
Yeah, some person's headcanon's real, I guess. But I do like the fact how Tails is introduced, which is fun fact. Tails is the only character that is voiced by his original voice actress in the games, which is like Colleen Shaughnessy, I think. Sorry if I butchered that last name. But,
cracking a cold one.
It's going to be a long one, folks. It's going to be so long.
Well, we're going fast.
We got to go extra fast. What are you drinking today that wants to make us go fast?
From the Onibi Beer Company, Lychee Hime. It's lychee and raspberry sour ale.
Ooh. Now, does that want to make you go fast, listener? We're not even sponsored by them, but we're going fast already.
I downed 2 cups of coffee, so I guess I am going fast.
Oh, you're going to super fast. Anyways, what did you, I said, what stood out to you the most in the movie, DK? Because there was a lot of good movies. I think this movie felt more like a Sonic movie than the last one.
Yeah, it did. Like, no, okay, here's the thing, is that the first one felt like a Sonic movie in the sense of the Deke TV series, where Robotnik just wants to catch that pesky hedgehog.
Yeah.
But in this one, it feels more like Sonic the game.
Yeah, they reference a lot of the games in this movie than they did in the last movie.
Yeah, and you get little details like, I forget if it was the dance segment where he does the pose from the Sonic Adventure cover.
Yes, he does. He does do it when Tails and his illusions throw him up in the air. So he does the pose. Funny enough, though, the only reference I can remember from the first Sonic movie was his pose when they were running around San Francisco, and he actually strikes a pose similar to a Smash Brothers render.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but Chili Dog.
Yeah, but that, like I said, that one had funny little flourishes. This one's jam-packed with references. That's what I'm saying. If you're a Sonic fan, you need to go watch this movie.
They even have the underwater mechanics.
Yes, like what happened in towards the end of the movie. But kind of dialing it back to maybe where you're going with the dance segment. So, yeah, so Sonic's joined by Tails this time. But if we remember Sonic the Hedgehog 2 off the Sega Genesis, Knuckles isn't supposed to be introduced. But I felt like this movie brought 4 different Sonics.
4?
Yeah, 4 different Sonic games.
So, like, okay, 2 and 3 for Tails and Knuckles, and Sonic Adventure 1. So that's 3. What's the 4th?
Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh, no, I just realized. You're wrong. There was also Heroes.
Oh my gosh. How am I a true Sonic fan now that I forgot that they put Heroes? So they just combined the Genesis and the Dreamcast era into one movie.
Yes.
Kind of similar how Marvel does their movies, where it's like they have an original storyline based off of 5 different comics. But then again, though, yeah, I forgot they did bring Heroes into the mix, and we'll tell you about that reference shortly.
What other things? So in the first one, like, I think Jim Carrey Robotnik stole the show. In the second one, it's more evenly paced, where it's not just wild Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still pretty wild, but like now I actually care about whatever the cartoon animals are doing.
Yeah, which is interesting because, funny enough, though, like I said, Ben Schwartz returns as Sonic, and you have Idris Elba as Knuckles in the movie, and I just can't believe that they brought 2 celebrity voice actors.
I don't know who the second guy is.
Idris Elba, he's the one that plays the Guardian in Thor. You know, the guy who beams you from Asgard? It's that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Idris Elba, and then he played a DC hero in the Suicide Squad.
Well, that explains why I'm getting strong Thor vibes from Knuckles.
You know, it's sad because the only thing that disappointed me about Knuckles was the fact that we didn't see him glide.
Yeah, you did.
Kinda.
Yeah, well, that's the point where he jumps onto the car.
That's true, I guess, but he was running just as fast. Then again, though, I think everyone in this universe has super speed, apparently, because Sonic can run fast, Tails can run fast,
yeah,
Knuckles.
well, because they need to catch up with
Sonic.
Otherwise, Sonic's just broken.
Yeah, that's true. Technically, you know, it is perceived that Tails and Knuckles can run as fast as Sonic, but, you know, Sonic's
not as long.
Yeah, or not as fast. It's just Sonic's just the basic character in his own games. But back to the movie, yeah, apparently I like it how they actually pull from Knuckles' character that he is pretty, like, dumb. That he just believes in everyone, because he's like, Oh man, I'm in great and honorable war of the Echidna tribe.
I am from the Echidna tribe.
Yeah, feast upon my glory. And
I'm trying to remember because I thought he sounded weird. Like he had an accent of some sort, but I couldn't place it.
I think it's British.
Oh, okay.
Because
I was hoping they were leaning into Ugandan knuckle meme, but like I really doubt it.
you know, I'm pretty sure they would have done the memes, but I'm shocked that there wasn't a lot of memes. Like in the first movie, you know, Crazy Carl. I'm shocked he wasn't back to.
Well, because the Blue Devil drawing.
It's just Sonic.
Yeah, it's just Sonic.
Yeah, so I liked how this movie that first movie did heavily rely on the memes. This movie heavily relied on the games and the source material, which shocked me. So,
He did a homing attack, I think.
yeah, he did. He does. In the first movie, they did the spin dash.
Yeah.
That's when Eggman was chasing him into Toyota Tacoma, and apparently Sonic curled into the ball. And
Oh, yeah, and just went through a car.
Yeah, so they did the homing. I don't remember them doing the homing attack ever. But then again, though, Eggman's robots are mostly similar to like the gun robots in the games.
I was going to say, I wasn't sure if the egg bots, the egg drones, were the gun bots from Sonic Adventure 2, or...
They technically are. I think that's what they were going for because in this movie's universe lore, Robotnik used to work for the government and was given too much funding, and then he realizes, oh, I'm a genius, big brain.
Yeah.
That likes extraterrestrial things, and he's smarter than everyone else. So he's like, I just like it, like Eggman and Knuckles' dynamic in the second movie, where it's like Eggman knows he's just playing him. And Knuckles is just oblivious saying
Emeralds.
And my friend.
My friend. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the Master Emerald actually lore in this one because before the Master Emerald was always this giant
It's a giant thing that makes a floating island, and when it gets taken away, the island doesn't float anymore. That's all I know about the original Master Emerald.
And Knuckles is the guardian of the Master Emerald, and he just sits there all day and guards that thing.
Yeah, well, I was expecting that to be the ending, was because when they said the Master Emerald can make anything you wish, so because Knuckles is that simple, he just makes a floating island.
I mean, that's a good point to say, but I think it's interesting that the universe's lore. So, I guess jumping into the segment. So fast forwarding from the first segment of the movie again, typical Sonic stuff from Sonic 1, where Sonic is now living the life of being in amongst humans.
I was gonna say no. He goes home alone for 2 days and decides to turn into the most 90s kid ever.
Yeah, the use of pop music is actually very interesting, though, in the movie. Then again, though, I really wish they kind of used some of the Sonic themes in it. I would have loved to just hear Live and Learn during that entire, 90s party theme, where it's like, Live and Learn! Because he goes pretty wild in it. Then again, though, I think how they segue into, Tails and Knuckles is pretty interesting, is, you kick Tom out for the first half of the movie. And then now we're just focusing on the Sonic characters.
Yeah, and I didn't understand what Tails' deal was.
Now Tails is sort of accurate to his game counterpart, but he definitely is. In this movie, it's weird because
he's a techno stalker from the other side of the galaxy.
Yeah, and he's like, I just found Sonic because you're my bestest pal.
I'm a freak.
Yeah.
And you're a freak.
Let's be freaks together.
Yeah, basically, that's what I got out of it.
Yeah, but you gotta remember too, Sonic as a whole was a designed by marketing campaign thing, and there isn't really any lore. Funny enough, if you go on to Sonic Twitter, literally their tweet is just everything is canon. They're like, we don't care. This is canon. The instruction manual is canon. Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood's canon. Everything is canon.
Yeah, okay, well, if you put it that way, man, I hope we get Scratch and Grounder in the next one.
I really hope so too, because I feel like they did pull Robotnik's funding away, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna have to resort to stuffing animals into robot suits.
Yeah.
So we'll probably see Motobugs, but then again, and I want to actually save that towards later once we have the end of this Sonic segment.
Okay.
But let's talk about this movie's in-universe lore. When it came to Long Claw and the Echidnas, that one is actually interesting to me.
The War of Owls and Echidnas?
Yeah, I hate that they didn't explain it well, because I'm kind of curious to see, because I know the Echidna tribe is basically is always in the Sonic universe. They're always like this spiritual group of people that Knuckles is from, that worships the emeralds.
Yeah, and they're proud warrior people and vaguely Aztec.
Yeah, and they worship the chaos in the emeralds. So like that's where like they hold the Master Emerald in high regard, because it's the ultimate emerald that will bring ultimate power.
Yeah.
Because the one that lives in the Master Emerald is chaos. But I like it how in this movie universe's lore, the Master Emerald is just this one giant.
It's a super weapon.
It's a super weapon. So Sonic and Tails throughout the movie are trying to track down the emeralds like Dragon Ball Z, because that's basically what happened in the Adventures games, where they were trying to copy Dragon Ball Z, where it's like you gotta find all the chaos emeralds.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't make the connection. I just thought I'm going on a fun adventure, as the name told me.
Well, that's in Sonic X anime though. That felt more like a Dragon Ball Z episode. But as they were looking for all the emeralds, though, Knuckles and Eggman team up. I did forget it was a kids movie, because I remember you mentioned the dance scene.
Oh.
And I forgot.
Well, why would you call that one a kids movie? The kids do not understand Russian dancing.
Well,
by the way, they went to Siberia, listener.
Yes, they did. So, like, after the Sonic's home gets demolished, and now he's got to be on the run for hunt the emeralds down, because Long Claw told him.
Gonna follow this map.
Yeah. It probably beams your mom, I guess.
Yeah.
That joke with the sheriff was hilarious. He's like, the only woman that I let it here is my mom, and that made me kind of smile a bit. I'll tell you, listener, this movie is a great family-friendly movie, because it's good for your kids, but it's got really tasteful adult jokes. And surprisingly, the jokes kept leading into a very interesting movie. So, what I did like about... so, like I said, they go to Siberia. I forgot they have a dance-off, because, again, you can't have, like, an actual fist fight. I think in the first movie, there was a bit of a
a bar brawl.
Yeah. But in this one, this one was like more of... Ooh.
They danced against a guy with an Adidas tracksuit.
Yes. And apparently they were going to skin them alive or something.
Just throw them into the fire.
Yeah. Tails and Sonic stole the show when they played Uptown Funk from Bruno Mars. I kind of was like, oh, this song again. Not gonna lie. Like, that's like... I remember when that song came out in 2015, like 3 radio stations were playing it. This is when I had an old radio in my car, and I'm like, oh, why are they playing this in this movie? You're giving me flashbacks to me in college.
It's fine.
Then again...
Kids need a good dance number.
Then again, though, they couldn't get away with a flossing joke.
Yeah, they did. They did in the last one.
They did it twice, and they did it a third time with Jim Carrey doing it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he did that.
Yeah, and I was like... And then my friend sitting next to me, he was like, 0 out of 10 worst movie already. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I forgot this was a kid's movie.
Well, speaking of kids' movie, this isn't the show, but, like, the fact I was going on a Friday, so it's the first day of shows.
Yeah.
So, like, I went on matinee, so we got 2 fangirls and, like, 2 families. And both families just had screaming children, and it wasn't even annoying. It was just them cheering or saying obvious things.
That's funny you say that because I had a similar audience at my theater. Because I did get to watch the movie. Obviously, me and DK watched it in separate theaters. Typical.
Yeah.
Plans didn't go through, but at least we got to watch the movie on the same day. And his crowd was a little bit more rowdier than mine, but my crowd had a lot of man children.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I only had 2 fangirls, and who you could hear gasping and oh my god. Meanwhile, the children are going, yeah! Oh no! And so, like, the scene where Eggman, like, sends out a radio distress beacon, and then the portal opens, and then, like, MMO player characters that are, like, I don't know, doing a dungeon raid show up. I don't even know who these people are. I'll ask you in lore, what do you think they are? Just dudes in bird armor. When those bird armor characters showed up, the kids just to my right were just like, it's Knuckles! And then when these bird people came on, they're like, oh.
I want to say, if they were really going to do the bird people, the only bird people I know are the Babylon Rogues and Sonic Riders.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I know the green hoverboard.
Yeah, that's Jet, which is Sonic's rival in Sonic Riders. So, funny enough, though, he is voiced. So, if it's a very loose, don't quote me on this. I'm just gonna say they're generic aliens because of this universe in lore. Like I said, apparently there's an owl in this universe, but it's weird to me because it's like birds in the Sonic universe have always been the Babylon Rogues for me, or like side characters, or your OC in Sonic Forces, depending on how you are. But those are the only bird characters I know, which was Jet the Hawk. Was it Jet the Hawk? Dang, Storm, and sorry, it's Jet, Storm, and Hawk. Sorry, I can't say their last name. I know Jet's a swallow, and then so no,
they're skateboarders.
Yeah, they're skateboarders.
Hoverboarders,
Yeah. Sorry, listener, my Sonic lore is being tongue twisted right now. But to explain that scene in the movie, yeah, I want to say to the Babylon Rogues if they're gonna explain it in the movie. But then again, Sonic Riders isn't really that well known amongst hardcore Sonic enthusiasts.
Also, why are they in bird suits? Do you think they are furries? All furries are aliens in this movie.
Yes, they are. I want to see what a flicky's like. Like that's what I mean by like if in Sonic 3, if they pulled Eggman's funding, he's probably gonna go to a world where he took small little animal creatures and stuffed them in robot suits. Then again, though, if we're gonna go that way, towards the middle of the movie again, I think the movie's universe is pretty straightforward. Then again, though, I kind of do want to know a little bit more about the owls versus the echidnas because where the long claw's from is very interesting to me because I don't know. That character is entirely brand new to the movies.
Longclaw is literally original, the character.
Yes, exactly, but it's just an actual owl.
It's not even a furry.
Yeah, it's just a little talking owl. And they're from a race of talking owls.
Yup. Who said that no one man can have all this power and then took away the Master Emerald.
Well, that's what happened with the Babylon Rogues and Riders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, this is where
the hoverboard people are like, no one man can have all this power, and then stole the Master Emerald.
I guess, yeah, because the Chaos Emeralds were used as a prize in Riders.
Oh, okay.
I guess now that's the sixth game that was referenced. If we're gonna make that stretch.
Well, okay, so like, just going to call it now then. Sonic 3 is Sonic third movie is going to have hoverboards. It's gonna have the Ark.
Yeah.
There better be chows or KOs in test tubes.
I want to say that if they wanted to bring the family-friendly stuff back, they're going to introduce Amy Rose. That's going to be the most interesting thing.
Sonic.
Because she's more of a stalker in the Sonic universe than Tails. Because Tails' backstory is actually it's the same thing. It's like he got bullied for his two tails. That part's true. But one day, all alone, Sonic crash lands because he owns a plane, which is the tornado that they use in the movie.
Yeah.
So apparently, Sonic's like, I don't know how to fix my plane. Oh well, I'm just gonna crash land and hang out here. Tails freaking rebuilds his plane. He's like, hey, I like you, buddy. What's your name, Tails? Oh no, Miles Prowler. I'm gonna call you Tails. Do you want to go on adventures with me? Yeah, and the two became best buddies.
Versus the movie one where it's like, hey Sonic, remember that time you tried to escape the pain of loneliness by running in a circle really fast?
So I tracked your energy signal from that point, and I was like, I gotta know who this guy is.
Yeah.
And there you go, it's Sonic. Oh my gosh.
All of this could have been avoided if he just didn't go fast.
You know, speaking of Eggman, though, I did like how, like, his partner, Agent Stone, apparently he owns a shop called the Mean Bean.
Yeah.
And considering that you were talking about that people in the audience, one guy didn't get it until way later, and then he was, like, the only awkward one that was, oh my god, I finally understood the reference to that. And I was like, dude, you're not a true Sonic fan. I understood that reference right when I saw it, even before the trailer.
I didn't.
I got it. I got it, like, immediately.
Why? Was that in a cartoon, Mean Bean?
No. Okay, well, there's two of them. So it's the cartoon one with the goofy Sonic. And the second one is the Deke one. And then the Adventures Sonic the Hedgehog. And then there's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Okay, yeah, I've never heard of that.
So just... You know what? Make that 6 games reference already. The Mean Bean is basically a Puyo Puyo Tetris clone, but they're like, figure out, what do we call this game here? Okay, we're just gonna put Dr. Robotnik's name on it, and it's
it's Dr. Mario, but instead it's Dr.
Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean.
Yeah, it's called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and it's a Puyo Puyo clone where you have to match all the Puyos, and then they disappear. But apparently you fight Eggman's robots, and they're all, like, original robots.
Cool.
In the movie. So, like, the fact that they reference the Mean Bean Machine, like, that's, like, an obscure Sonic reference. Because they do reference a lot of the Genesis games.
Also, I remember Agent Stone being, like, a really good assistant to Eggman, but this time around it feels like it was hardcore shipping.
Yeah, I want to say that they were. Like I said, Agent Stone's another original character in the Sonic in this movie's universe. He's very interesting. Then again, though, I can't really get that entire dynamic because Jim Carrey just steals the show wherever he is, and I feel like it's a weird dynamic to have, especially since, like, throughout the movie, this movie's theme was always about friendship.
Yeah.
And, like, Eggman's like, it's about me. It's all about me. So it's just weird to have someone like Agent Stone around because I thought they were just going to, like, kill him off in the first movie, at least, or, like, he was just going to get sidelined. But the fact they brought him back was pretty interesting.
I really like how Robotnik, first thing he did after coming back to Earth is just simply, I have a call to make. And it just says, make me my coffee.
I like it how...
And his response is, everybody, get out, he's here!
I like it how he switches the A side to F, F minus.
Just to make sure nobody comes in.
Yeah, and then he changes everything. Yeah, no, they had a lot of fun gags with that Mean Bean Cafe in the movie, so I thought that was kind of funny how they were operating out of it. I think if we're gonna go more towards the middle of the movie, since all the Sonic stuff's, like, kind of funny, I would actually want to touch up that. Yeah, no, this movie has a lot of tasteful adult humor, I want to call it, and the reason why I say it is because when the human characters are on screen, it's boring for, like, the first 2 hours they have.
Because it's just awkward adult interactions. Because we kind of left you
Yeah.
Left you duct taped in your kitchen with a child running around saying "gotta get fast."
I still love that segment. I'm surprised they didn't bring the daughter back. Or
They did.
oh, they did. Oh no, but she's grown up though, or is it a different actress?
No, it was just the same little girl holding the rings.
Oh my gosh, I love the fact that okay, let's just talk about those rings for a second. Wouldn't that be cool if I could just think of a place I can go and boom, I just made a portal into whatever. Don't have to go to work. Throw rings, jump through time, boom, I'm in a new universe. I like it how the rings are used in this Sonic universe more than how the rings were used in previous Sonic media. Where obviously it's your life in the games, in the animated cartoons and
it's
TV
a ring of power.
Yeah, it's a power. You could just go really, really fast. That's how in Sonic X, Sonic spins into a ball. Is he holds a power ring and then he spins into a ball and then boom, he gets the guy. That was kind of lame now that I think about it. Because
he can't do a homing attack unless he has a ring.
Yeah, which is weird. But this universe's ring lore is actually fun because it's I could just portals travel to 2 dimensions.
Well, it's because instead of it being just a collector item, it's the big goal ring at the end of the level.
That is a good point because it's if you want to get sucked into the special stages, I like how they use the rings for that. But the fact that's so hilarious how they get to Hawaii is he just throws a ring.
Yeah.
And then boom, Hawaii. Then again, that gag where apparently he swapped the rings was hilarious because towards the end of that awkward marriage segment, they basically went from, this is a different movie with Tyler Perry elements to Operation Catfish.
Where this turned into a sting operation.
The dumbest sting operation. They give the heavyset lady, the one that got tied up, a nice little wedding, and she obviously doesn't like Tom.
She finally found happiness, and then it turned out to be fake.
Yeah, and just the most hilarious introduction.
She descends into madness where she can't trust reality.
Yes.
Is everyone a federal agent?
And then the priest.
Are you an agent? And then, the priest actually just opens his Bible and there's a taser.
I know, that was great. And dude, my friends, everyone was cracking up in that theater when that happened. What
about the tailor who made my wedding dress? Was she an agent?
Then she pulls out a taser. It's how it was all a sting operation.
I forget. Doesn't she point at her own daughter and say, "Are you an agent?" I forget.
I think she did. But she had the best lines in the movie. I gotta look up her voice actress. But keep telling me more about what made you laugh about the movie.
What other parts? So I like how Robotnik actually became a literal mustache twirling villain. So instead of the first one where he's an egomaniac where it's I'm so smart. I am smarter than everyone else. I just need that power and I can do smart things and do experiments. And in this one, Agent Stone, I had a dream where I can commune with darkness. It's just stuff like that. And I'm just what about being a smart guy?
Well, Jim Carrey always steals the show wherever he's on screen. Honestly, if they still used the old Sonic design, I think Jim Carrey still would have carried that movie, even though they would have had a butt-ugly Sonic model. Anyways, I know, let bygones be bygones. We bullied the studio enough. But
they updated his outfit. When did Eggman have a cool overcoat?
Sonic fans are gonna hate me for this.
Why?
Because you know why?
What?
You want to know something hilarious, Sonic A?
What?
You know the 7th game they're referencing maybe with that?
No, what is it?
Sonic 06.
Why? Did Robotnik have a cool overcoat in that one?
Well, he kind of did. But in Sonic 06, Robotnik had a more realistic design.
Oh.
I will show it to you right now, listener. If you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, they kind of gave Robotnik a realistic design in Adventure 2.
Yeah, they did, but
Kinda.
This one was like super like realistic as heck. Like freaking detail on the face and the twirly mustache.
Oh yeah.
So it's literally just Jim Carrey as Sonic 06 Robotnik.
I'm trying to think if he had the donut nipple things for his double-breasted coat or not. But yeah, I could see the influences because there's like the tails of his coat.
Yeah.
And then later on when he becomes a god by absorbing the Master Emerald, and then it's a black outfit with green highlight. And then he teleports and says weird stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a super like that Robotnik is a good Robotnik. Other thing too is like I said during the wedding scene, that's where they introduce Gun, guardian units of nations. And I like it how I found the actress's name, as you can tell, listener. We are not too big into Hollywood, but Natasha Rothwell, who plays Rachel in the movie. So the one that got catfished.
Yeah.
So she's like oh my gosh, are you serious? Like I just like it how like the human characters just making fun about how goofy these names are.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh my god, it's like she's first upset that her wedding was totaled.
Yeah, oh my god, the happiest day of my life is now a flop. What? Seriously? Your acronym is just GUN? What? Why?
My favorite one was when Tom was trying to take the ring and then he throws the ring and then like Sonic and Tails shows up and it's just like, oh lord, there are two of them now.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was dying in the movie. And that happened. I just like it how that lady's just paranoid of space aliens.
Oh yeah. Like just the other part which I found like moving right along, other than the big super fight, which I was hoping that there would be a supersonic, but at the same time I didn't know how it would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't know what supersonic was. I know it's a power up, but like, does he become a god?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So basically, actually, funny enough, though, speaking of which, just if you want to move towards the end of the movie,
yeah.
So I did like it. One, Knuckles overcomes his thing. You do have that thing to the underwater segment.
Yeah.
Where like they do reference the fact that Sonic can't swim like 3
I didn't
times.
Even notice. Did they have the drowning music?
No, they didn't. It wouldn't make sense though. But the fact that he slurps a bubble.
Yeah, at least you get game mechanics.
Yeah, the game mechanic reference where Sonic slurps a bubble when he's underwater. That's how you get more air in the water. Because Sonic can't swim, which is
his body is too dense.
Yeah, which that was always a mechanic, but so funny because apparently Sega misinterpreted it because hedgehogs can swim.
Oh.
Sonic can't though. But long story short, Knuckles saves Sonic. Now Knuckles is on our side. I kind of didn't really like how the Death Egg robot fight was back at Green Hills again.
I guess bring it full circle, but at the same time,
yeah, it's like I get it though. It's fine, but I think you can have a good fight with it. But if I really wanted to like figure out the best place they could have like had it, they should have just had it in Hawaii, where the Angel Island. So because
between that or like I was hoping that we can go to Station Square.
Yeah, which is San Francisco, basically, or
Yeah.
a part of San Francisco. But other than that, though, Sonic, apparently, like, I really like
the giant egg bot. Like, I was a little let down by. It's really cool, but at the same time, when I got really excited that Eggman's going to make a thing, I was like, oh boy, it's going to be the egg carrier. It's always the egg carrier.
Well, they're referencing the Genesis game, so
okay.
This is the Death Egg robot, which is hilarious because I like it how like,
it just starts dancing.
Yeah, it starts dancing. The fact that they have Super Eggman in this is like the weirdest thing to me, but then again, that's pretty hilarious. And I like it how when Agent Stone pulls out the, like, see, I found the instruction manual. It's just a Sega Genesis instruction booklet. I was like, yeah! That was a good reference. So many good references in that movie. Oh my god. I could just go on for another day just talking about references, but I know we gotta move right along. What I did like is that the Death Egg robot's redesign was a little realistic. I mean, I know you didn't like it too much. But
well, no, it was cool. I was just let down because I thought I was going to get an egg carrier, but instead I got the giant mecha.
Yeah, which that's actually one of that actually happened. Funny enough, I think it's Sonic Heroes.
Oh,
where you do see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles actually team up, and apparently the Heroes reference is if you choose power, which is Knuckles, really.
Yeah.
So each team has its own power. Knuckles takes Sonic and Tails and throws them like balls.
Oh.
at it. So I like the fact that they reference Sonic Heroes in it, and their team dynamic is really good. I just thought, like, you know, they beat the Eggman robot. They ripped the Master Emerald out of Eggman, which is pretty interesting. I felt like that whole fight was pretty epic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It felt more large scale than the first movie,
one,
where it's like Eggman and his weird plane thing. I fight for my friends, zoom, versus full on robot versus
giant
hedgehog.
Robot, yeah.
Yeah, the tornado makes its appearance, and that was really good. It ended the big reveal, which was Supersonic.
Yeah.
Oh, dude! I'm like, when I saw the Master Emerald crack into 7 Chaos Emeralds, I was like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. And then as Tika Summer and Tom were cuddling their blue space sun, Eggman's about to step on them, and then Sonic goes Super Saiyan. God Super Saiyan, and I'm like yelling in the theater like a little kid, like, oh my gosh, you're doing it! You're doing it! It's Supersonic! It's Supersonic! And I was so hyped for it. I was just getting the entire theater, because technically in the Sonic universe lore, Supersonic is definitely a lot more serious than Sonic. He's not like funny in any way. He's like typical like stoic heroism.
Serious time.
Yeah, even in I don't care what you say, listener, but even if you're a Genesis fan, but even in the Genesis games, when you do transform into Supersonic, he does sit there with a heroic pose and is a lot more serious than average Sonic. But I like it after they introduce Supersonic. I think the Chaos Emeralds go boom, they separate.
Well, when they release from Sonic's body, and they kind of just split up like the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, pretty much. And I like it how what Supersonic does is like, wait, this isn't the Sonic you know.
Yeah.
And then he's about to like unleash more power, and then a chili dog.
Yeah,
chili
and then he just manifests a chili dog.
And I was like, dude.
And then eats it. It's like, dude, you gotta try this. Manifests 2 more.
Yeah, and then 2 fall on Knuckles' eyes.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, this is exactly the Sonic you know. Then again, though, if they really wanted to, they should have had Hyper Tails and Hyper Knuckles. Since, you know...
I didn't know there was Hyper Tails, but I knew about Hyper Knuckles.
That's a Sonic Heroes reference.
Oh, okay.
Because apparently what happens is with Sonic, towards the end when you have to fight Metal Sonic, he manifests his... He gives some of his power to Tails and Knuckles to go super. But in the Archie comics, which, you know, you can't really reference because there's legal trouble with that, there is a Hyper Knuckles.
Yeah, I know about him.
Yeah.
He turns pink.
Yeah, which is funny. Which I'm shocked they didn't even do that in this movie. But then again, I think the sheer all Supersonics in it, and he looks just as good, is like pretty amazing to me. And I just can't believe this movie did the thing. They did it. They put Supersonic in. It felt like the most coolest thing I've ever seen.
It's as epic as it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and it's one of the coolest epic final battles. I think this movie's definitely going to be one of like the standard on how video game movies are going to be made, because I feel like a lot, like back in the day, video games movies were made for profit, and they still are, but Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is definitely showing like a love letter to its fans, making references while also having its original story for the new generation. And I think, yeah, Sonic, funny enough, even though his games may be hit or miss, Sonic as a character has always been actually better in other media. More than Nintendo's Mario, or even, like, Pokemon for that matter. Because, I mean, Pokemon has its own media, too.
Yeah.
And it's good, but they gotta still stay restrictive to the Pokemon universe.
Yeah.
With Sonic, he's, like, more interchangeable. You can throw him in any scenario. You can have him working at a freaking chili dog stand, and you can still make something interesting out of it.
Yeah.
So, and that's what the fans are doing, because, you know, Sega definitely...
Design your OC. We don't care anymore.
Yeah. Make your own fan game. We don't care anymore. So, yeah, listener, if you want, please go check out Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in theaters by the time of this recording, or maybe in your home box sets.
Yeah, not just for the spoilers, because it seems we've reached the end. So, Project Shadow, right?
Bro. I just...
Like, just because, I had to deal with children and fangirls in mine, so it was... we couldn't find anything but, like, a data file that said Project Shadow on it, and some coordinates. Project Shadow.
Oh, no, it's Ultimate Lifeform. So, like, how it happens is they're referencing Sonic Adventure 2 in this.
Yeah.
So, there's a post-credit scene, listener. Like, how there was in the first movie where Tails showed up. This one was more epic and hilarious at the same time. Because I know, like, for me, someone in the theater shouted, "Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?"
Oh, okay, cool. Because, for mine, it was just the fangirls going, "Oh my gosh, they're doing it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh." Meanwhile, the children are just like, "It's Shadow!" And I'm just thinking, children, you know who Shadow the Hedgehog is?
You know, it's funny you say that, because in my theater, when Shadow appeared in the movie...
They don't even show Shadow. They just show his quills and his shoes.
But he does look like Shadow, funny enough.
Yeah.
Because that's how Shadow's actually designed. But you know what's hilarious about that entire segment? Guess who was yelling at my theater? All the Sonic fans and all the children was like, "Who that?" And it's like...
So it's the opposite of what happened in mine.
Yeah, you just had all the band children, including yours truly, yelled, "Oh my god, you're doing it! Oh my god! No way! No way!"
Yeah, so, you think we're gonna get Gerald Robotnik?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for Edge. I can't wait for Maria. I can't wait for... Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Shadow better have a gun instead of a taser.
You better. There better be a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off movie where it talks about his duality, and then weird purple alien Doomseye shows up, and he's like, "Hey Shadow, you were an alien all this time. You must bring destruction in this world." They better also make Cold Steel the Hedgehog references too.
Yeah, and there also better be It's No Use. Oh, no, there you are, Faker.
Faker, you're the fake hedgehog around here. I'll make you eat those words.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite one was I'm the coolest. Yeah, and, it's funny though, because the Shadow the Hedgehog in recent Sonic media is a lot more they definitely take his Edge character and it's just a joke. Because even in the Sonic Twitter takeovers, it was just Shadow the Hedgehog just say, "No, this is my show. I'm better than you, Sonic."
Hang on. Do you think they'll adopt Shadow the Hedgehog?
I don't know if they're going to do that in this movie. But I can see a Shadow spinoff where it's just going to be PG-13. Shadow says "damn" all the time.
The two things that could happen at the end would be either Shadow will get adopted and just live in Sonic's house, and they'll have fun children adventures. Or alternatively, Shadow joins Gun, like he does in the actual...
He doesn't do that in the game.
I thought he joined Gun.
No, he doesn't. Funny enough.
That's why he's part of Team Dark or whatever in Heroes.
No, basically Shadow was supposed to die in Sonic 2, but then he became a popular character to where they kept him around, and he's like, Rouge sees like Shadow in the test tube, breaks him out, doesn't have no memory, but he kind of has learned his lesson from the Sonic 2 movie. Like, it's so weird because there's a certain subset of fans that either like Shadow the Hedgehog or hate Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Because Shadow does have an arc in the games, and his arc hits a climax in Sonic 06. But the Shadow now is more of like, we're just gonna play on the meme persona that he's an edgy McEdge boy.
Oh.
And you're here for memes. He eats coffee beans raw. He likes supporting the little guys. He's a hipster edgelord in the new Sonic universe. So yeah, I know the fact that Shadow the Hedgehog is
he literally just turned into Sonic's edgy cousin.
Yeah, pretty much. But then again, though, he has tsundere moments where it's like, yeah, I remember the time that Sonic saved me from the Lost Colony arc. I'll never forget that moment. And then I did until now, and then Shadow, and they're like, Shadow, that was very touching, indeed. So
it's not like I'm helping you or anything.
Baka. Yeah, I know. So I don't know.
That's a lot of speculation. I was just curious to know, like, where are we going with this?
Well, I did like it how they introduced it, because when the movie quoted like 50 years ago, there was a secret project called the Ultimate Lifeform Project, and then when I heard 50 years ago, I was like, oh, no. And then they showed a test tube for Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm like, oh my god! Edge, Guns, Maria.
One of these things is not like the other.
Chaos Control! Chaos Blast! Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're gonna play into that persona in the movie. But yeah, listener, great movie. Definitely, you guys should go watch Sonic 2. If you're a Sonic fan, this is the movie to watch. This is like, as a video game movie, this should be the standard on how video game movies are made.
Because it captures what you basically get in the game.
Yeah, while also having a simple plot for families to
Yeah.
understand, especially if you're adapting like a children's video game.
Yeah.
But then I think, yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see because there's a lot of video game related media becoming movies. Mario's going to be one of them.
Again?
Yeah, but this time it's animated. It's an animated film by Illumination.
Oh, okay.
That one is...
I hope there's a minion.
Oh, God. What scares me...
Goomba's going to say banana.
Yeah. Can't wait for Chris Pratt's Mario adventures, you know. But then again, though, as a Sonic fan, because I was always a fan of the Blue Blur more than the Red Plumber. Yeah, Sonic 2 was good. So, man, we've been at it for about
55, going on an hour almost.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Well, this is a longer segment, but yeah, whatever. We're pretty much there.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll move on to our freeform segment.
All right.
And we're back. Man, did we just hit you with Lost Sonic phrases or what?
Well, that and also, it was almost an hour long. Is that fast? Oh, well, depends on how much information you got out of it.
Yeah, that must be our most exciting thoughts about this. So now we're moving on to the freeform segment. So Donnie K, what's new with you, my man?
I mean, like, so the YouTube algorithm always provides as it does, and for some reason it decided to tell me about Batman, and so that got me really intrigued. So I went on HBO Plus,
Max. Yeah,
HBO Max, and watched 2 episodes of Batman the Animated Series. One of them was Beware the Grey Ghost, and the other one was just called Baby Doll.
Oh, what? Those aren't episodes back to back though, right? Or are they just?
They're not back to back. They're just ones where I went, huh. Baby Doll showed up a lot on the algorithm, and then while I was there, I'm like, oh look, there's a reference in Batman Beyond, which I don't know about. So let me check what's up with the Gray Ghost.
Well, apparently I did remember seeing a bit of the Batman Beyond series, but I think everyone watched Return of the Joker. That's all people
The
remember.
movie.
Yeah, the movie, TV movie, I think it was. Harley Quinn's twin daughters were pretty cute. That's all I remember in the movie. But yeah, back to Batman the Animated Series. Who's Baby Doll again? I'm not familiar.
Baby Doll. So she's like a washed-up child actress who has like a medical condition, so she didn't age. So she's like a 30-something-year-old woman, but she looks like a 7-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But she has adult woman voice, even though she looks like a Looney Tunes character, because that's how they drew the kid.
Oh, that's hilarious. Why wasn't she one of Batman's greatest villains?
So like, the entire caper was just simply Batman trying to solve a mystery on like, a bunch of actors are disappearing. What's the connection? Oh, well, they all starred in the same sitcom from 10 years ago. I wonder what's up. Yeah, and then it just turned out that I'm trying to remember her name. It's like Lucy Doll or something like that. But yeah, the character Baby Doll. She's just kidnapping her former workmates and trying to relive her glory days. That's essentially the entire thing, except that she goes kind of crazy and homicidal.
Like every typical Batman villain at this point.
But then the reason why it showed up on the algorithm is that it was one of the most tragic ones in the Batman series. And it's because, like, the climax of the story is that Batman chases her throughout a fun park, a theme park, and they end up in abandoned House of Mirrors. Because of course they do.
I mean, yeah, it's like every media. It's like the abandoned House of Mirrors is like this battleground for psychological warfare.
So like the climax is in the House of Mirrors. Baby Doll makes it to a mirror that distorts her to look like an actual adult.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, it's the real me inside. And then she kind of just has a emotional breakdown and starts. She has a doll that's actually a gun, and so she starts shooting at the reflections of Batman until there's nothing left but the mirror of the one that distorts her to look like an adult. And then she just unloads the gun into that mirror, and it just keeps going.
Jeez.
And then, like, what I mean by it keeps going is that, like, the mirror is shattered, and she's just crying, staring at that empty frame, and you hear click, 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 click. So she's still pulling the trigger
Oh, man.
at what used to be her reflection. And then the Batman doesn't even punch this one. He just goes up and just carefully takes the gun doll out of her hand. And then she just cries, and then hugs Batman's leg and says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And then roll the credits, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, that is very tragic.
Yeah, and so because I only saw the climax scene, I just was like, okay, let's watch this entire episode from front to back and see what's up. And yeah, no, it's pretty good. Like, it's been years since I've seen the original animated series, so no, the stories are good for a kid's show.
Well, I think a lot of times most people look at like an animated series and they don't take it seriously. But yeah, Batman the Animated Series did tread new ground with that, and it does have a place for it. I'm just curious to know, who's a YouTuber? Did you remember the YouTuber I was talking about, or no?
I don't remember. If you want, I can pull it up. But while I'm pulling it up, I can tell you about Beware the Gray Ghost.
Oh, do tell.
Batman is dealing with a serial bomber.
Oh, man.
And the series of bombings are exactly the same targets as an old movie that he watched as Tiny Bruce Wayne
Oh.
called The Adventures of the Grey Ghost.
Why do I feel like this episode's familiar to me? But continue.
It's very modeled after The Shadow, the old radio drama. And
yeah.
So while Batman's trying to solve this, he knows it's that old Grey Ghost movie, but he doesn't know the next bombing target or how the bombs are happening because it's been ages since he saw the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And so eventually he tracks down the actor for the Grey Ghost movie, and it's like, hey, so can you help me out? And the Grey Ghost's actor is like, leave me alone. I'm bitter and washed up, and I don't want to do anything Grey Ghost related. And Batman's like, but you're my hero and role model.
And then he dons the Grey Ghost outfit.
Yeah,
okay, I
so
do
it's
remember this
Batman
episode.
and the Grey Ghost teaming up to go stop the Mad Bomber.
Oh, dude, that's...
But here's the kicker, which I'm like, the Grey Ghost sounds really familiar. What's his deal? And the Grey Ghost is voiced by Adam West, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, wow, dude. They brought the Adam
So
West
it's Kevin Conroy and Adam West
teaming up.
Yeah.
Didn't Adam West pass away not too long ago?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. Then again, though, that's hilarious how, like, literally goofy Batman and real Batman, or what people's ideal version of Batman is literally just the Grey Ghost.
Yeah, and then like one of the things is just, hey Grey Ghost, you want to help me out on this case? Sure, I guess. Blindfolds him, takes him to the Batcave because it's a secret location.
Yeah.
And then while they're analyzing the fingerprints on the bomb, Batman's like, "Hey, Grey Ghost, I got something to show you." You know how otakus have like their fandom shrine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Batman has a fandom shrine.
I remember that episode.
Of the Grey Ghost.
I remember that. I remember that episode. Yeah, that was actually kind of I want to say heartwarming episode for me as a fan of like certain things.
Yeah. So, well, I didn't know about this, but the reason why I watched this episode wasn't because the algorithm provided it, but because I was like, so I recognize the goggles and the hat. What's up? Because it was used in one of the Batman Beyond episodes.
Oh.
And they never explained what's up with the hat and goggles, so when I saw it in the animated series, I'm like, oh, hey, it's the hat and goggles. What's up?
Well, I'm pretty sure, though, the Batman Beyond series was that continuation of the original animated series. But I wonder whatever happened to it after, if it ended properly or not. Then again, though, the Batman animated series is a good watch. You should definitely go back and watch it, listener, when you get a chance. Every episode's like... It's one of those things where as a kid you thought this was cool, but as an adult you could appreciate it more for what it is. Still trying to find a YouTuber?
Yeah, no, I'm just going down this list, and I'm into, like, last week now. I can't find it.
Oh, that's a shame.
But it's fine. You'll probably find it if it's darkest episodes of the Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one. I should probably go watch that, and then I know there's that new movie with Taylor... with the Sparkle Man from Twilight.
Well, that one was pretty good. Like, I don't mind talking about that, but like, it's already been a few weeks, going on to a month. So I wish it was more fresh.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch it together. And
we could just discuss an episode on just the Batman episode.
Yeah. So. But that's good. At least Batman's been keeping you pretty well informed.
I mean, that was something fun to watch.
Okay. I guess, from dark and brooding to, like, pretty interesting. Speaking about my watching list, yeah, I've been cycling through all the anime I've been watching to fill the dress up darling hole in my heart.
Okay. Is it more rom-com stuff?
Funny enough, no. Because if we want to go from dark and brooding to another dark and brooding show, I have picked up Dorohedoro after you told me about Die Dark. So far I'm enjoying it. Only on episode 1 though. I didn't get a chance to bomb rush it, but I didn't give it I remember watching it, but I was watching it at a time where I wasn't paying too much attention to it. But
you're missing out on the visuals then?
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this show. This looks right up my alley, but it just never came to me to watch it. And then now that I started watching it again, I rewatched the first episode. I watched it fully this time. I thought, oh, this is an interesting world. Like, apparently there's these sorcerers that shoot dust out of their hands, and apparently the more powerful sorcerer you are, the more you get to don the mask, or you get more powerful magic spells. Meanwhile, there's these people in a thing called the Hole that hate sorcerers, so they have to defend against them.
Yeah, the Hole is basically the world of the Muggles.
Yeah, so it's like you got these weird creatures. Like, again, you got a lizard guy that has someone living inside him, and who's literally going around telling people, you're not the one. And then he just proceeds to beat the snot out of the sorcerer in it.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to figure out, how did this weird man inside me get in?
Who is that guy in my mouth?
Yeah.
Who am I? I don't even know.
Yeah. The designs for the show are actually really interesting to me. That's what stands out, because it's not like traditional anime where you got these moe-esque characters. Again, it reminds me a lot of a 2000s anime with a little bit more of an adult edge to it.
Everybody is just gross looking.
Well, there's waifus in this show.
Yeah.
But the waifus in this show is not like, oh, here's a slender, cute anime girl. It's more like, hey, you want your thick girls, your thick buff girls? This is the show you watch.
Yeah, there's like one flat person, but that's like it.
Yeah. But wasn't that one the episode where her face gets ripped off or something?
Yes.
Yeah, that was...
And it drives her insane.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Honestly, it's just a kid. And then he was trying to pull her back into the world of the sorcerers, and then she just rips her... Does she ever wear a mask, or is it just Nicolas Cage's face off?
I mean... So, two things. Eventually, someone has regeneration magic, so they repair her face. The other part of it is that she has a full face mask.
Oh, so she's a powerful sorcerer then? Because I remember she had a skull.
Yeah.
She was wearing a skull. Yeah.
She gets an updated skull mask at least like 2 or 3 times in the series.
Oh, nice. But I'm pretty sure she's one of the primary enemies our heroes are gonna face, right?
You know how I said that the Kyu Hayashida stories, everybody is a horrible person and everybody is just really chill with what's going on around them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so even though, I guess there are antagonists in this story, it doesn't feel that way.
Yeah, it feels like just a bunch of horrible people doing horrible things to each other.
You got Lizard Man killing random sorcerers, so he becomes the boogeyman for them.
Yeah.
And on the other end of the spectrum, we have sorcerer gangsters.
Yeah, we were like the mob or something.
Yeah.
It's like, man, let me teach you that powerful magic, my boy.
Yeah. I've got some cleaners.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch more episodes after this podcast. But yeah, definitely. I went from nice, sweet rom-com, kind of gradually went to that, and then just Dorohedoro.
Yeah.
Horrible. Because I just remember you talking about it, and I was like, I watched that one anime that was like bottom tier. I forgot, Tomakun or whatever. And it's about a guy who is really into Smash Brothers like game, and apparently the girl wants to lecture him on how to be a proper person. Let me teach you the game of life. So it's basically, let's learn to watch Smash players. Kind of got bored after the first episode because I was like,
I was going to say, is this My Fair Lady? It feels that's what I'm imagining.
I think so, but I kind of thought the premise was gonna go in where it's like they're gonna talk more about Smash Brothers, but then it went the opposite direction of like, it's not fair that you have high stats in life, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is just Smash player.
Between that or
animes.
like the other one that was coming to mind is, so how much of High Score Girl is in there?
Oh, dude, it's like barely nothing. It's like that
Oh.
one anime called Gamers. I think that came out.
So it's not even like video games, the anime.
It kind of is, but it's so weird how like our character that was like, man, I thought I pictured my rival. It's because the girl's like apparently a huge into the game, but he doesn't know that because the main character's a loner. So he's like, oh, here I thought my class guy was gonna be this charming, handsome prince, and I'm like just kind of like putting my head down, like, are you serious? Is this the premise of our series? A girl has unrealistic expectations for the most popular Smash player ever. And I'm like, have you ever seen a Smash player in real life? Man, the rancid smells that go on. You're expecting greatness, like this guy to be like a Bishonen boy. And literally it's not. And I'm just like, if this series is going where I want it to go.
This is not the Smash... the Smash player falls in love.
I think so. I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna be sticking around to find out.
Oh, okay.
It's just.
Well, then just keep consuming Dorohedoro because that is a fun show that I'm willing to talk about.
Well, that's what happened though. I went from Fully Cooley because like I was like, oh hey, let me just pour one out for Funimation after now they're being changed to Crunchyroll dubs.
Okay.
And it's the lamest title ever, and it's like light blue. I know. Watch this podcast just become let's just pour all the salt on Crunchyroll and how much they're a crappy service. But no, it's not like that. I guess what it was is just I was like, oh, I want to see what Funimation's play like actually loads up. I can watch the show, and I was like, oh, let me try FLCL. Rewatched all of FLCL, and I'm like going back to watching that series, and I'm like, yeah, that wasn't too bad. I thought it was it's pretty tame compared to like modern anime standards these days where like things get crazier. So that's what led to me watching Dorohedoro because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that show. Let me go watch it. Looks like a lot of fun. Turns had a great time in the first episode. I actually wanted to watch another one, but I had to go to bed that day, so I was like, dang. But thanks for getting me into that.
Yeah. No. Good.
Yeah. So, yeah. Man, maybe we'll have a Dorohedoro podcast soon. Maybe after I finish watching it.
Yes.
So
I would be down.
Yes.
The lizard man later has to work at a pie shop, and his name turns from Kaiman into Pieman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's great.
I like it how in the first episode he's working at this hospital and then they're trying to treat patients and he's like, he doesn't care. He's like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, I can't wait for you to make my pork buzz. And the doctor's like, no, get over here. You got to hold the patient down.
Yeah, we have to deal with sorcerer victims.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is interesting. Yeah, it definitely feels, I don't know, if I really want to be like super technical, it feels like how you were mentioning how Die Dark feels more like Trigun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Dorohedoro feels like a mix of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo. If you want to go from normie to like, here's something you could go off the deep end with.
Oh, okay.
Again, don't quote me on it. I'm probably just
They're
speaking
like
out my
two completely different anime, but at the same time, I get it. If you're the first contact and the first impression is just gonna be two characters just hunt sorcerers and are poor constantly. Yeah, that's kind of Cowboy Bebop.
That is pretty much Cowboy Bebop. But then again, though, I don't know if those comparisons make sense, though. But yeah, if we're talking about magic, though, there's nothing more magical than Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, okay. Like, I saw the ads, or not the advertisement, but just the trailer. I didn't understand it because everybody looked like a chibi.
Oh, wait, did you even watch the right trailer? The one where they were in the city and stuff?
No, it was just a bunch of chibis talking, and there was like,
Oh my gosh.
I had Paper Mario vibes, and I'm like, what is happening?
Oh my gosh, you actually didn't watch the trailer.
What did I watch?
You watched the Union Cross, the final, I think it was the final chapter of that mobile game.
Oh, okay.
You didn't watch the Kingdom Hearts 4. I guess I gotta show you the trailer. Well, let me just explain it to you then. And then I'll show it to you after. Actually, I have a fun story to tell you regarding that happens. I was unintentionally up making Sonic the Hedgehog 2 fan art. Because I was like, oh, okay, I'm just drawing. And then
Is this before or after the film?
This is after the film.
Okay, because if it was before, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
No, this is after the film.
I'm too excited to go to bed because I'm going to watch Sonic now. Let me draw.
No, I was super excited. I wanted to learn how to render. So I was like, okay, let me draw some... Sonic's an easy character to draw. Let me learn how to render through Sonic. And then apparently something came up on my feed saying, oh, yo, the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event's happening. Here's some new Tetsuya Nomura art. And I was like, oh, I forgot that was happening. But then I like it how Twitter is like unabashedly excited that people are going to go on stage to go see these Kingdom Hearts reveals. And then they forget that it's a closed-off event.
Oh.
It's not being live streamed. And another thing, they're not allowed to be on Twitter while they're at the event.
Oh.
In Japan. And so I'm like thinking, oh, maybe I'll get to see something, but then I just went to bed. And then the next day I woke up, it's Sunday. Oh, shoot, Kingdom Hearts 4? What? And then that's when you watched it, though, on the official Square Enix YouTube channel, it does show the chibis because it's basically doing all the game announcements that they announced.
Okay, because that's all I watched. And I'm like, this is stupid. What does this have to do with Kingdom Hearts?
So you watched the Kingdom Hearts Union Cross back cover, and then apparently I didn't notice, but I saw a game for mobile phones that was like Pokemon Go. I didn't get that vibe when I was watching the trailer to that. It's called Kingdom Hearts Missing Link.
Mm.
And you know, Tetsuya Nomura, everything is canon. Everything he makes in the Kingdom Hearts universe is canon.
Like Sonic?
Yes, except with Sonic, I'm pretty sure they're just BSing you. In Kingdom Hearts, no. It's legit. It's real. Everything is canon. The only thing that is not canon to Kingdom Hearts is the Verizon mobile game back in the 2000s where they tried to put Kingdom Hearts combat on your little flip phone in Japan. And the only surviving footage of that game is literally just trailers and screenshots. But apparently that game played terribly. Anyways, very ambitious for the time.
Yeah.
But definitely a mobile phone isn't meant to handle Kingdom Hearts. And it has tank controls like Resident Evil, which is weird.
Oh.
So, take that for what you will, listener. But... So Missing Link, I guess it's like a Pokemon Go-like game. You get introduced to this weird pirate dude with a keyblade. And I thought it was like, oh, you could actually explore a city like top-down using the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine on your mobile device. And then when I saw it was for mobile, I kind of got depressed. I was like, oh, this sucks. You're telling me I got to download it on my phone and play it. But then I heard it's like a Pokemon Go thing. I guess you're supposed to... I didn't read the two synopses because I didn't care too much. Apparently, you have to walk around the real world, and I guess certain locations you fight Heartless. So you stand there and you're just tapping, fighting Heartless.
So it's like Ingress.
Yeah, pretty much Ingress.
Neat.
I think, yeah. And then Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out, and I'm shocked. First off, they're using Unreal Engine 5, which... If you don't know, listener, is the latest of the Epic Games thing. They just released it last week. Yeah, like last Wednesday. They had a presentation, and then here's a new Unreal 5.
Mm.
I want to say it's running on Unreal. It's not running on Square Enix's internal engine. Sora has a new look. Actually, I'm going to pull it out right now to show Donnie K, since I know he didn't watch the trailer.
Yeah, I did. Everyone was a chibi and looked like a Paper Mario.
That's Union Cross. That's Union Cross, Donnie K. I get it though, because I can't believe they had to announce it like this. But this is how Sora looks now.
Oh, cool. So he is. He's a Final Fantasy. What's the road trip episode?
Oh, which 15?
Yeah, he's a Final Fantasy 15 character.
So you see, this Kingdom Hearts 4 is all a secret plot for Tetsuya Nomura to finally write what Kingdom Hearts 15 was supposed. I'm sorry, what Final Fantasy 15.
Are we on the 15th game?
We're in the 15th Final Fantasy game.
No, I know, but like for Kingdom Hearts,
I'm pretty sure
if
we are.
Count all the spin-offs. Like, are we at 15 yet?
I think we are.
Okay.
I think we are. Because you know what's funny about this? I feel like Kingdom Hearts 4 is basically trying to pull all those ideas they had from Final Fantasy Versus 13 and Final Fantasy 15, what Tetsuya Nomura wanted to actually write, and he's putting them in the Kingdom Hearts. And I like it how the first thing that people said was rest in peace Sora's clown shoes, because Sora has realistic feet now.
Oh man.
Depressing, right?
Yeah.
Very.
That was a defining feature.
See, look, he's got normal shoes. He's a normal Japanese boy now.
Well, so either he's a JRPG character that's from a Final Fantasy game, or alternatively, by his color scheme, he is also Dante from DMC.
I mean, that is another hilarious analysis that you can make from it. I think it's interesting that 4 is happening, especially at this time.
What is 4? I never played 2 or 3, so... Like, wasn't it a definitive ending in 3?
Kinda. KH2, you fight through it. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 was supposed to be when the series really ended.
Oh.
But I think, again, the games were making too much money to, like, let it die. So that's when Nomura was like, let's just make spin-offs and tease 3. Because he wanted to make this story pretty layered. So that's why he had... I'm going to pronounce these and butcher these names at the same time, so bear with me. 358 over 2 days, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance, Re-Channel Memories. Not in canonical order. Sorry, listener, if you're a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. What other spin-off games were there? They just kept always teasing 3, but then obviously the story got way more layered and they retconned a lot of things. So, like, in the first game, the Keyblade's, like, the only thing. It's like you were the chosen one hero. Everyone wields a Keyblade now, apparently.
Here, let's just sum up the games then. Not all of them, but just the core Kingdom Hearts stories. Yeah. So, Kingdom Hearts 1, where are my friends at?
Yeah.
Question mark, and so that's all it was. Kingdom Hearts 2, is it still where my friends at?
Yeah, it's that, or... Yeah, it's like...
And then introduce nobodies.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3, prepare for war. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's just the big battle?
Yeah, the big battle against Xehanort and his Xehanort Clords, because apparently in Kingdom Hearts 3, like after Dream Drop Distance, he dissolves the original Organization 13 and creates a new Organization 13 based off his clones and people that travel through time.
So are they the new? I know. Are they the guys from the second game or no?
Well, they brought back the Ansem Seeker of Darkness from the first game, who is one of the new Organization 13 members, and then Xemnas, which is from the second game. So his Heartless and Nobody are in, and then they have young Xehanort, because apparently time travel is a thing in this series.
Oh, this is getting too complex.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, apparently this is just Tetsuya Nomura.
I just wanted to sum up the games in one sentence. Where are my friends at? Oh look, there are nobodies. I guess I need my body back.
And my friends back, I guess.
Yeah, and then the third one is just...
I need to protect my friends.
I got my friends back. I gotta keep my friends.
Yeah, I gotta reunite my friends or something. I guess if you wanted to be super technical.
And then the fourth one is just gonna be, hey guys, road trip.
Yeah, or Final Fantasy versus 13, because the plot to that game was about like these people worship deity gods or something like that.
Are there are there Disneys in this one or no?
I have no idea. Well, technically, it's so funny how someone told me, like, at this place I used to work at, he's like, they may have the next Kingdom Hearts game, but not Disney. And I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, like, there's not going to be Disney in it at all. And I'm like, the IP is owned by Disney. Square Enix just develops the games. Kingdom Hearts is technically owned by Disney. I don't think there's going to be Disney worlds as much as there used to be, because it is an open world game. Like I said, like, it could be a fun road trip, but I feel like they might introduce Marvel or Star Wars elements in the Kingdom Hearts now.
If we go to Agrabah again, are we going to get Will Smith instead of Robin Williams?
Oh, God, no. Oh, no. We're going to... Oh, that's going to be worse if we're going to get Disney remake.
Well, no, I'm going to assume it's going to be Cartoon Genie still, but it's going to be Will Smith voice.
I don't think it will be. It'll be a Will Smith impersonator, though. But then again, though, if we're gonna play that card, it's gonna just feel weird. You're gonna have a super hyper realistic Beast from Beauty of the Beast from that movie, and then super hyper realistic Cinderella, and super hyper realistic Lion King. But these Disney remakes suck. Sorry, don't watch any of them. They made a lot of money. Which, that's why it sucks they're making more.
Mulan.
Oh, God, no. They turned a musical into an action movie. Mulan can't do no wrong.
I never actually watched New Mulan.
I didn't watch it either, but I've heard there's a certain YouTuber out, and you'll find it if you look up the Mulan remake, but she'll explain in detail why this isn't accurate to China, and she's a Chinese woman. But, yeah, no, Kingdom Hearts 4 looks good. It's going to be more open world. Apparently, it's funny, they showed a character in there. I've never seen her because it's from that Chibi game you keep on mentioning.
Yeah.
But, again, I never played. I played a little bit of Union Cross, but it didn't hold my attention enough to have me keep playing because I can't understand gacha games for the life of me. I tried them. I've had my days with them. I don't care about them anymore, and I have an attention span of a squirrel. So
but the story!
I can't believe your story in these games. Freaking Genshin Impact. It's funny you can play that game on PC, but for some reason my brain just says no. Like, I played it a little bit on my phone to kill time, but then my phone can't run it. It's got too small storage. But anyways, yeah, no, Kingdom Hearts 4 looks pretty good. Yeah, Sora's design, that's the heated debate, because apparently, yeah, he's looking more like Noctis.
Oh.
And that's what was kind of like the debate in the community, saying, like, why does Sora look like that? And then I'm kind of
reusing assets, is what you're saying.
Well, apparently, some people were, yeah, if you want to talk about reusing assets, they literally had Sora's, they had, the Kingdom Hearts 3 had a promotion with this clothing brand, and Tetsuya Nomura drew original art for it, and then they were like, oh my gosh, the clothing brand was canon. It was a hint to Sora's new design. They just gave him the outfit. Yeah, so no more zippers and buckles for you all over the place. Now I can't wait for Smash Brothers to be finally canon in the KH universe, and I wonder how that's going to get written. But it's got to be on
Take your gummy ship, go to Final Destination.
Yeah. Gets invited. Mario manifests the Keyblade, throws it in the air, and then pops a Keyblade, and with the Mickey Mouse logo that costs $15 billion.
I was just going to say, no, you just have to deal with Master Hand.
Yeah. Either way, though, Kingdom Hearts 4 looks good. I'll show you that trailer after this after this podcast. But what else do I got? I don't know. You got anything, Donnie K?
I mean, I could tell you about either the Tao of Pooh, because I was reading that, or Gunsmith Cats. Which one do you want to hear?
You were talking about the Tao of Pooh a lot. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to know what this is about.
Oh, okay. So it's an actual book. It's not a manga, anime, or whatever, and it's about Taoism, which is like an ancient Chinese religion, and then they're connecting it to how Winnie the Pooh is like a good example of what Taoism is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, so let me tell you about Taoism first, so that you know what their starting argument is that Taoism, being an ancient Chinese religion, is all about how the universe is chaotic and everything settles down, but in order for things to settle, you just need to know your place and roll with it.
Oh my god.
Because you can't control floods and civil wars and stuff, so you just do what you can.
That's funny.
Yeah, and so, like, why they were saying that Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh, is the best Tao master is because he has no brain. So, like, you don't worry about things. When you get lost in the fog, you just walk in a direction, and eventually you'll find your way home.
Oh my gosh. No wonder why the Chinese president wanted to censor Winnie the Pooh. Not only does he not like Winnie the Pooh, he's erasing his own history of Taoism.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, and like it goes into detail on like how other characters are good examples of what not to be in Taoism. So like how Rabbit is clever and Owl is wise, and it's the idea that scholars collect knowledge for all the wrong reasons, because knowing things, although can be useful and help lives, also doesn't help you because you don't know where you are in this universe. If you keep saying I'm smart and smart enough to change things that I can't, then you're always just doomed to fail.
Smart, big time smart, yeah.
Yeah. Like that. At its most extreme, Taoism, from what I gathered, is just, it's good. You can find peace and serenity in a very chaotic world, especially in the last few years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably good. If you take it to its most extreme, though, where it's just go with the flow, man, you can't control much, it turns into become a lazy piece of shit and just do bare minimum.
Oh, jeez. I think that's where we're going, but yeah, and I can see why that philosophy of Taoism is chill, because, you know, you gotta know what's really important in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's important? According to Winnie the Pooh, it's just what are you going to have for breakfast?
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Wait, have you finished the book, though, or no?
No, I'm like 2/3 to halfway through it.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, it's a cute book, especially because the way the author writes it is, he's literally talking to Pooh Bear in his narrative.
So he's talking to Winnie the Pooh and basically telling, hey, Winnie the Pooh, this is who you are. You are a Taoist symbol.
Why, hello there. What are you doing? I am writing about Taoism. What's Taoism about? And while being Winnie the Pooh, just clumsy as hell and like knocking over an ink pot and just getting ink all over this guy's writings.
Oh my goodness.
And this guy had just being very perturbed, but at the same time just having to explain Taoism and just rolling with the fact that Winnie the Pooh is bothering him.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's a really cute book. The Tao of Pooh. By the way, you spell it T-A-O. Oh. That's Tao. Yeah, I don't know. Chinese phonetics.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, their characters are definitely hard to read. But...
Yeah, and like they even explain how Pooh in himself, his name is a good example because Taoism has a principle called Puh. And what it is just literally translated to the uncarved block. And so it's because, you know, you're shaped by your experiences.
Yeah.
If you're an uncarved block, it means you're a literal blank slate, and you could just go with it. You are the most free that you can be because you're completely ignorant.
Just like this podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, Tao Pooh.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a read now that you're telling me about how interesting the themes of it is. And then you said that you had another one you want to talk about. Oh, Gunsmith Cats, right?
Yeah, I'm only 2 chapters deep and already like, okay, I see the appeal. I read it before, but it's episodic. But since I was thrown into the thick of it, I don't know who these people are. It's kind of cool though. Two bounty hunters hunting. It's the Bebop sort of situation of two bounty hunters just going after a bounty, and it's a fun adventure chase and shootouts. There's action and intrigue. But when you're starting from the very beginning, okay, cool, now I understand what's happening. These two bounty hunters do bounty hunting. One of them, named Minnie May, specializes in explosives, and her partner, Raleigh Vincent, is a gunman and a driver. And why it's called Gunsmith Cats is because they both work for a gunsmith/gun store.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so
aren't they a duo though? Isn't it like a two-girl duo though? Or
yeah, it's Minnie May and Raleigh Vincent.
Oh, her name's Vincent?
Raleigh.
Oh, Raleigh.
Her name's Raleigh Vincent. Yeah.
Oh, Raleigh Vincent. Oh, I guess I thought Vincent was the first name. Like, continue.
And then I'm not sure if like this is modern sensibilities of shipping or if whatever, because like on one hand they are probably or could be gay. On the other hand, I also translated it to just even though they're women, they're just dude bros.
Yeah.
Like literally
is it the exact opposite like what happens in Dirty Pair, where I can't remember those two girls off the top of my head, but like they fight a lot.
Yeah, where they're just catty bitches to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but I mean, like the introduction to Raleigh Vincent. This is the first few panels of the comic. Is just Raleigh is shooting in a shooting range, her own private shooting range attached to her gunsmith shop.
Yeah.
Goes through multiple rounds and multiple pistols, and then she makes a quick sigh. And then Minnie May just sneaks up behind her and just gropes her, and her response is, hey, are you excited? And then so why I'm like, this could be gay or this could be just dude bro stuff, is because I could just imagine, if it's the gay thing, it's flirting. If it's just dude bros, even though they're women, it's just, bruh, you fucking hard or something?
Yeah. Like, got that, I got the booby more than you do.
Yeah, just stupid bullshit. But yeah, so the first chapter, they are hunting down somebody who's going to get hit by the mob because he's a rat.
Oh, nice.
So they're trying to protect him for the bounty.
Oh, okay.
In the second one, Raleigh fixes up a gun, and then it turns out it's going to be used by a sharpshooter for an assassination hit. And now, because she doesn't want her work to be used as a murder tool as well as for the bounty, she's going to try to stop this assassin. But to do that, they need information on where this guy is going to is hiding and where he's going to shoot.
You said that this series is episodic, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like there are some continuity things, but it's not like an overarching plot yet. I'm only on chapter 3, but still.
Yeah.
But here's the part where I'm like, whoa, that okay. This isn't porno, but at the same time, the way Minnie May actually infiltrates the hotel to get to find out where the assassin's going to be shooting from. She just blows the manager and then gets the job.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I mean that happened. I'm like, well, this happened. It's a Dark Horse comic, so I'm just gonna roll with it.
I didn't even know. Wait, so it got reprinted from Dark Horse, right?
Yeah.
What? Then again, no, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because, like I said, there's a lot of manga out there that's borderlining hentai, which is hilarious.
Well, as Anime World Order says, it's classic because they don't show the dick.
You don't have to
So
show.
she's filleting a blank space, and then it just cuts to an interview room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting that they even showed that. But then again, though, it's one of... I feel like when you have a female protagonist in those back in that day, it was like... Definitely they used a lot of sex appeal for it. That's pretty cool. But then again, though, it's interesting to see like how each writer tackles like having a strong female lead. But back in that day, it was mostly like your typical like Catwoman, burglar type thing. And that's what I'm kind of getting at when it comes to listening to you talk about it. So
the other appeal, if you're not here for
sexy times.
Well, sex and violence, is that there's actual gun porn where it's just highly detailed guns.
Ooh.
With Raleigh Vincent just saying, dude, that insert gun here. And it's a real gun too. Like you can go and buy these from an actual gun store.
Spooky features, you're telling me?
Oh, and she just calls him out. Like, she gets shot at and she goes, dude, I think that's a Desert Eagle.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, because she's a weird gun nut.
Yeah, I kind of really want to shoot one of those. But yeah, no, if you're telling me that as a gun enthusiast, this is your kind of manga, I would definitely get it.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting enough that I would suggest checking it out. I need to read more of it since I'm only on chapter 3.
Yeah, well, I remember you gave me a manga of it, but I don't know if that was chapter 1 or not, or if I was like dead center in the middle of this.
Yeah, well, they weren't numbered, at least that one wasn't, so it's a contained adventure, but they don't introduce the people. You'll just learn who they are as you read.
Ah, okay. So you're saying Gunsmith Cast has been reprinted from Dark Horse, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
But is the scans also the same too, or is it?
That's a good point because I believe I'm reading scans from Dark Horse, but yeah, I don't actually know.
Yeah, I guess
if this is a fanlation or if this is just a straight up scan.
Well, because we gotta remember though, back in those days, especially since the book you gave me, it was like left to right. I'm assuming that they had to do a lot of censorship.
Oh.
For it, so I'm assuming...
Because it's been flipped?
Yeah, because, gotta appeal to, like, a more younger gen crowd or something, or, like, the...
People who just don't know what manga is?
Yeah, so they have to censor certain things, and, like, this is a cartoon, children. But then, now that manga's more prevalent now, it's like, you don't have to really censor it, at least not in the West.
Yeah, and, like... It's become mainstream enough that you're not surprised what you're looking at.
Pretty much. But yeah, no, I'll definitely give Gunsmith Cats a read. So,
yep. As soon as I finish that, apparently there's a So Gunsmith Cats is complete. It's done.
Mm-hmm.
But then they made a sequel series called Gunsmith Cats Burst. So
same cast or?
Yeah, it's the same cast. It's just the new spin-off series that's still ongoing.
Interesting. Yeah, I know the guy, I forgot the mangaka's name, but his art's been very influential since it evokes like the style of that classic anime that most people are kind of getting nostalgic over as of recently. Like the floof hair, the big eyes, the more angled noses than the dot noses you see in most modern anime. But then again, though, I really do want to read more of that Gunsmith Cats from what you told me. So, yeah. But, man, dude, what an episode, huh?
Yeah. Why? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As we're approaching time.
Yeah. Man, we had a lot to talk about this episode. I thought this one was pretty good, right?
For a second episode, yeah, we're going long.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you, dear listener, for listening to
us ramble about Sonic the Hedgehog as well as cartoons
and videos and other things
and Taoism.
Yeah, we had see, just like the Sonic movie, we learned a very important lesson.
Slow the fuck down.
But see, you gotta go fast, alright? You can't really slow down. Or my man in that one Tonkatsu anime, chill out.
Oh, right. I forgot about Tonkatsu DJ.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we'll call it here then.
All right.
All right. Well, this is Issa, and
Donnie K here.
we're signing out.
Till next time.
Go.
Got a podcast.
Isekast. There's a podcaster.
There's a podcaster. Caster.
Talking at the speed
of sound. Nervous with lots of doubts.
Yeah, I'm doubting myself.
Got ourselves a situation. Can't record this location.
Why?
Without any explanation, no relaxation. Don't blink, don't think, just go. Oh.